but we can't waste our time just because it's the weekend. Use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the life you have.
You are now tuning in to the Roughnecks podcast with your host, Cole Nixon. Much love.
One last thing before we get into today's episode. A lot of people ask how they can support the podcast. Well, I have a couple easy ways. The first way is just listen and subscribe. And another thing you can do is go follow the Roughnecks podcast on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube as well. If you get something out of today's show, then do me a favor, share it with a friend. If you really want to go above and beyond to support the podcast, then head over to roughneckspodcast.com and get you some of that merch. I appreciate all of the support, but let's get into today's episode. What's up, everybody? This is episode 98, which means it is Fast Friday, number 9. I actually just had to restart because I wasn't sure if it was episode 98. That means episode 100 next Friday, a week from today. 100 episodes. Can't believe it. I appreciate all the support. I'll just say a little bit of this now before we get into the episode, but appreciate all the support and everything you guys have done to help this podcast grow into what it is. I can't believe we've made it this far, but appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everybody who buys and supports the podcast, buys some merch and supports the podcast and wearing it. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone who's gave me advice and stuff like that. I'll get more of that in episode 100, but for now, well, we're going to stick at that, and I appreciate it, though. But episode 98, Fast Friday, number 9, which means we got a couple announcements. Only a couple, though. I know I don't know what's going on for episode 100, to be honest. We're a week away, but I'll figure something out for you guys. I have a few different options. A couple plans fell through, but we'll figure it out and we'll get it done. But anyway, we will still have Q&A Fridays. We'll probably bring that back, episode 110, and that'll be Q&A Friday, like numbers 5 or 6 or something like that. Send your questions in for those Q&A Fridays. If you don't know what it is, go listen to episode 90, 80, or 70. All 3 great ones. Go listen to those, and you'll kind of understand what it is. And then send in your questions for Q&A Friday to roughneckspodcast@gmail.com. Episode 100, though, we do officially have stickers. Those are a thing. I have them. I may tease them. I don't know. I might not even show them till the day of, or maybe the day before or something, or the morning of. I don't know. We'll see. But we only have 15. And they will be out at 4 p.m. next Friday, May 6th. 4 p.m., there's 15 of them. When they sell out, they're done. They're limited edition stickers. You could be one of the only people to have one of these stickers. But yeah, so last week I teased this week I teased the Hold My Beer t-shirts. Let me know what you guys think of this. I may release them soon. Maybe, next Hold My Beer, or hell, maybe this week, maybe today. Give me some feedback, and I'll let you guys know on what, or you might get to see them on the website and be checking the social media, and you'll know if they get released or not. But let's get into episode 98, Fast Friday, number 9. And I'm going to start with a little scenario for you guys. And I'm sure some of you have probably heard it, but say every day I gave you $86,400 every single day. I was like, here's $86,400. But here's the deal. When that clock strikes midnight, it's all gone. But you get a brand new $86,400 every single day. But whatever you don't use, it disappears, but you get another $86,400. Would you spend all of it, or leave some of the sitting there in the bank, or leave some of the cash and just watch it disappear and essentially waste it? Most of us are going to spend every last dime that we can. Maybe give it away to some people, whatever. You're going to spend all of it. some of us would spend it on some stupid shit, and you know, at first, and then you might realize, oh, I could maybe create more money with this, like maybe investing it or something rather, But here's what you need to understand: we have 86,400 seconds in every single day. So why do we waste so much time? Why do we waste so many of our precious time on dumb shit? Like we sit here and we say time is money, but yet we value money more than we value time. Why? Why do we value money more than we value time? We need to switch our mindset. Stop wasting time on social media. Pick up the book instead. We can't spend time on stupid shit. Spend time on stuff that will give you. We have to spend more time on stuff that will give you more time in the future. Now some of you may be sitting there going, Nicole, how in the hell does that work? How do I spend my time to create more time in the future? There's a lot of ways. I could give you a few examples. Say you're a plumber and you wanna get better at your craft so you can, you know, get more jobs done and essentially create more money for yourself. Well, you have to put in the time. You have to learn about it. You have to do it, hands-on experience. Another example, like I got an example. Here's an example I got. Say you eventually want to become a YouTuber. Like you want that to be your career. I know this isn't like what most of us want to do, and I don't even necessarily. That's not something I necessarily want to do, but it's just an example that I think you can relate to any of your situations, any current situation that you're currently in. But you want to be a YouTuber, but maybe you have some bills, or maybe student loans, like me, unfortunately. So you can't just like up and quit your job. Otherwise, like, how do you provide? Maybe you have a family, maybe whatever. Like, you just can't up and quit your job because you need to bring in an income. And it's hard to grow a following on YouTube unless you have something creative, something unique, but you have to spend your time wisely outside of your current job, if you want to be a YouTuber, and not just work on like you have to spend your time wisely. Not on company time. Company time's different, but um or maybe you work on it while you're in the truck on the way to the job site. Like I mean I wrote this script in the truck on the way to the job site this morning. Um I just had the ideas flowing through me, and like it was just a time to kind of write some things down. And I mean I was obviously not driving, so I had the time to do it, but you have to use that time to better your knowledge, to improve your YouTube, and keep working your way up until you eventually can make enough money through YouTube to where you can step away from that job. That frees up your time to work on your true passion. That means you can't waste your time. You can't sit there and fall in the endless scroll on Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or TikTok. I mean, we all do it, but you have to value your time. What is important to you? You have to prioritize your time. This might mean putting some time in on the weekend, which sucks sometimes. But if it's truly something you're passionate about, then you have to put in the time on the weekend. Maybe you have to skip out on some weekend beers. The weekends are time to put in the work. Not saying don't go hang out with your friends. Don't go, you know, sit by the bonfire on a Saturday night with your friends or a Friday night, whatever it is. But you know, instead of maybe going out all day and drinking at the lake on the lake with your friends every day during the weekend, all day, you got to spend some of that time focusing on yourself and your goals, and you have to prioritize what is important to you. You want to go spend all day out on the lake with your friends? Maybe you just got to wake up early. Just because it's the weekend does not mean that we get to sleep in. If you have a goal, if you have something you want to reach, you have to sacrifice something in order to get that goal. That is life. That is just how you get to where you want to be. Sacrifices had to be made. Maybe a few friends lost along the way, but you got to close that gap. Like what we've talked about on this podcast, you got to close that gap. Closing the gap means like where if you are, you're heading up, you're going somewhere, you're leading, you're following your dreams, you're following your passion, and you start going up. Your friends either have two choices. They can stay down there or they can come with you, follow you. The only way to close that gap too is you got to come back down or bring them with you. So you can't come back down. You got to keep going. That might mean you might lose a few friends because you prioritize your time to make it important to you. But that doesn't mean we can sleep in on the weekends either. You got to sacrifice. You got to wake up early sometimes. Wake up early every day. Start waking up early every day. You know what? Wake up by 7 o'clock every single day. Or, yeah, we'll go 7 o'clock every single day and get something accomplished. Wake up, make your coffee, get your cup of coffee, maybe go work out when you wake up, or grab that coffee and go read a book that can help improve where you want to be, or sit down at the laptop, start writing the book that you wanted to write, figure out what it is, whatever it is that is important to you. Wake up every morning and try and get something done. And this might mean wake up before work. I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I can tell you right now, the days that I wake up early and I get something accomplished, whether it be read my book, whether it be work on the podcast for, an hour or so, whether it be, go to work early and get something done before everybody else gets there. When you get something done to start your day early, when you are up early and you get something done to start your day, trust me, you feel better. Now, it's going to take time getting used to it. Oh, trust me. The whole waking up early thing was not something I was a fan of. But I can tell you right now, the more and more you do it, and the more and more you start getting accomplished, the better and better you feel, the better your whole day goes. Trust me, just give it a chance. But we can't waste our time just because it's the weekend. Use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the life you have. Listen to that again. Use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the life you have. Stop wasting time and build the life you want. Only you can do it. You have to go grab the bull by the horns, baby. Grab the bull by the horns and take control. Only you can do that. No one can do it for you. No one's going to give you so much guidance along the way and give you the plan, the blueprint that will take you exactly to where you need to be. Only you control your destiny. And it's going to be a long journey. And you're going to make mistakes during that journey, but that's okay. Failing is good. It's learning. It's opportunities to grow. Use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the one that you have. That's all I got this week. Quick episode. That's all I got. Until Monday. You guys know the deal. Life is hard. It's going to knock you down just like a bull does to a bull rider. Go on to bull of life. Walk all over you. Get up. Grab the bull by the horns. Take control of your life. Roughnecks